In the mid-20th century, modernism reigned supreme in architecture, driven by the mantra, "Form follows function." As Kenneth Frampton discusses in Modern Architecture, A Critical History, modernist architects like Le Corbusier and Mies van der Rohe focused on efficiency, clean lines, and the practical purpose of buildings, Frampton 2007. But as the 1970s approached, cracks in this rigid philosophy began to appear. Architects sought new ways to infuse their work with creativity and emotional resonance. This transition marked the birth of postmodernism, where the idea of form began to take precedence over function. One architect at the forefront of this shift was Frank Gehry. As Charles Jenks argues in The New Paradigm in Architecture, Gehry's philosophy embraced a bold, playful rejection of modernist principles. Jenks, 2002. His approach turned the idea of form follows function upside down, prioritizing visual expression and organic shapes over strict utilitarianism. Gehry's work did not aim to serve just practical purposes, but to engage, provoke, and delight. The Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, completed in 1997, exemplifies this radical approach. Its curving titanium panels and organic sculptural form challenged the traditional architectural norms of its time. Gehry's design was not about following convention, but about creating a visual experience. As Aaron Betsky highlights in Gehry Talks, Architecture Plus Process, the building flows like a river, inviting viewers to move through it as an experience, not just a space. Betsky, 1999. This project marked a turning point for architecture, blending sculpture and structure in a way that had never been seen before. Gehry's work with the Guggenheim was revolutionary, not just for its form, but for how it redefined functionality. The museum was designed to interact with its environment, reflecting both light and the industrial history of Bilbao. As Robert Venturi emphasized in Complexity and Contradiction in Architecture, this kind of complexity and contradiction is at the heart of postmodern design. Venturi, 1966. By rejecting the limits of modernism, Frank Gehry ushered in a new era of architecture. His philosophy of function follows form continues to influence architects today, showing us that buildings can be more than functional. They can be works of art that transform the way we experience space.